What was the famous quote Alan Hansen said on Match of the Day those many years ago? You never win anything with kids. Well, tonight, Tottenham have only gone and done it. We've qualified through to the next round of the Europa League. None of that stupid playoff nonsense. We're through automatically to the round of 16. And, you know, after a tricky time at the football club where it's been up and down and all negativity, tonight we can be happy with what we saw. I know the first half might not have been amazing, it might have been boring, but that, you know, incident with those three Tottenham youngsters turning up when we needed people to go at a team and score goals and dribble and just be perfect, they have gone and done it. I'm absolutely buzzing with that result. But before we go any further, if you are new to the Sonny Talk Spurs YouTube channel, get down below. Can we win the Europa League? It's a bold question, but I want to know all your answers. Leave your likes, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell because it'll let you know when I've gone live. I'm absolutely buzzing after that one. And also, if you don't already know, I'm going to do a little plug here because people will know I work for talkSPORT. And this week, talkSPORT launched a brand new Tottenham show called Inside Spurs. I was on it with Ben Bowman and also Abby Summers. So before we go any further and actually analyse and talk about the Tottenham game, here's a little preview of what's in store from episode 1.
We actually are in a relegation battle.
Yeah. A lot of those games coming up as well. We've got Ipswich away soon, which is going to be
6 points.
6 points. He is accountable for this at the end of the day, and he has to find solutions to get points on the board. Otherwise, he will be sacked or Spurs could go down.
The only stick I will hit Ange with is he hasn't used certain players at certain points.
Yeah.
Who is it that you want him to be using?
Well, I mean, I'd say it's too late now because one of them's injured. But
A venue or, you know, an F1 track or a concert stadium, all of these things. That's great, but this is a football club at its core. You don't put the football club first because without that, you wouldn't have all of these businesses.
We're still making the money hand over fist and we're teetering above the relegation zone.
it's like having a Ferrari on your drive, but you don't take it for a spin, or you don't even fill up with petrol.
It's negligence. It's just negligence.
It's complete negligence from the very top. Like, I get it, let's keep signing kids, that's all well and good, but maybe we just actually add some adults.
Has Daniel Levy changed? He hasn't. Yeah. He hasn't whatsoever, and it's just...
Leopards don't change their spots.
So yeah, go and check that out after you've watched this. A nice little video to set up your weekend. But yeah, really, really happy with what I saw on display tonight, especially in that second half. And as we always do in these reaction videos, we have to get the stats up and have a little look at the tail of the tape, you could say. So it ended 3-0. Dane Scarlett, Ajayi and Micky on the score sheet. And the stats were heavily in our favour. 82% possession. Elfsborg were not a good team. I think they had 4 shots, 0 on target. Tottenham had 21 shots and 11 on target. It was pretty much a given. You know, even the passes, 809 passes by Spurs to 185. And what that does is, I'm going to refresh it now, in the Europa League table, that puts us 4th. So Lazio top with 19 points. Athletic Club Bilbao on 19, Man United on 18, Tottenham on 17, Eintracht Frankfurt on 16, Lyon on 15, and Olympiacos on 15, and also Rangers snuck in the end. Okay, very, very interesting. So what that means is we will be playing one of the knockout teams. I'm not sure how it works out. You have to let me know in the comments down below. I'm not really sure about the workings of that. But back to the game. First half was annoying. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm sounding positive and apprehensive about it, but it was one of those games where you could tell a lot of games in the legs. Micky van der Ven coming back was a massive positive, though. He just is different gravy, isn't he? That turn of pace, his strength. He's just an amazing defender. Also played quite well alongside Archie Gray. You know, kept that Elfsborg front line very, very quiet. But you could tell the side was a bit leggy. But Brandon Nelson didn't have much to do. It was just the end ball, really. It was nice to see. I think Son looked a bit more, you know, maybe that Mathys Tel news today has made him a bit on edge about his position in the team. But good to see him back to his old self, attacking. Richarlison, you can sort of tell he's a bit, you know, injury prone. I thought Mikey Moore was brilliant, but we'll get on to him in a bit. Could have had 3 really, couldn't he? You know, a couple of saved efforts. And even the midfield, I think Bergvall has played a lot of minutes. Sarr, they look quite leggy, and Bentancur as well. And then there was the horrible news that Dragusin's gone off injured. Another injury. Can you believe it? It's just typical Spurs at the moment, isn't it? But then the floodgates opened. Dane Scarlett comes on from Radu Dragusin. 20-year-old Dane Scarlett, who, you know, many thought he'd go back on loan, but we should be keeping him. Dane Scarlett, I think he's just a good option, and it was an amazing ball from Kulusevski, who came on again and absolutely dictated the play. And a really good header downward in that bottom right-hand corner. The keeper had absolutely no chance. And then another substitution, and it was obviously Ajayi. I'm butchering his name, but yeah, Ajayi, who actually I don't know too much about him. I'll be honest, but you know, I know he recently signed a new deal. I haven't really kept over his performances in the under-21s, but what happened, and this was the same with Mikey Moore, these youngsters, they are hungry. They want to get in the team and they want to make an impact. They're being direct. They're running at goal. They're having shots. And Ajayi just was absolutely incredible. Just such a good finish and such a good goal. And what a Tottenham debut. You got Glenn Hoddle on the TNT comms, a Tottenham legend. And he was just absolutely chuffed to bits. And then Mikey Moore makes it 3-0. He deserved the goal. And that was 3 Tottenham debut goals. Their first goals for the club, I will say. 1 debut goal and 2 first goals for the club. 3 first goals for the club, if that makes sense. But it just shows that there's this academy, Tottenham's academy, the youngsters that we are bringing through to the club. That could be what Ange Postecoglou relies on now in the next few months. That could keep Ange Postecoglou's job, because he's giving these youngsters a chance now. I know he maybe hasn't got, you know, much choice in the matter, but I believe this could be a turning point in the sense of he's giving those youngsters a chance. They're hungry. They want to, you know, make an impact on the teams, and they were really impressive. They were really impressive. We also had Olasesi came on the other day and was really good for his debut. So all the legacy numbers are going up, aren't they? And we've obviously got the likes of Archie Gray already at the club. We've got Yang, who's just gone out on loan. We've got Bergvall, Sarr. You know, there's lots of good young, rich talent at this club. Even like Alfie Dorrington's on loan at Aberdeen. It is a good project. We just need to do stuff for the here and now. And even like the Mathys Tel transfer, which I'm going to do a video, actually. It's coming out tomorrow about Mathys Tel, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But it goes to show that there's a lot of promise and a lot of positive things to think about in the future. But here and now is what needs to be important. We need to up our form in the Premier League table. We need to... obviously, you know, through to the Europa League next round, that's good. We need to go up and get a result against Liverpool and in the FA Cup against Aston Villa. These moments, these special moments that we saw tonight can spur on a team, to pardon the pun. And I'm just hopeful that this team, these youngsters, hopefully, as I say, I quoted Alan Hansen at the beginning of this video, hopefully we can win something with kids, because it's there. It just needs to be absolutely thrashed out and given a chance. But yeah, really happy with that result. Up the Spurs, we go again. I always fall back in love with this club, but I will mention this before I go. Good chanting in the Daniel Levy out section again tonight. Got to keep that pressure on. We need Daniel Levy out of this football club. But yeah, that's enough from me tonight. Up the Spurs. Hope you have enjoyed. Leave your comments down below. Can we win the Europa League? What did you make of the debuts and the debut goals from those Tottenham youngsters? And also leave your like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Ciao.